Hello everybody, this is TheXseption, and welcome to round 2 of the playoffs for the P4G. This week, myself and the Tampa Bay Luxrays are taking on Pokemen and the New Orleans Pellipers. So down below you'll see my team, and you'll see the team that he is bringing. Because we're in playoffs, I've been doing post-com, also I've been kind of busy. But mostly, doing post-com has allowed me the opportunity to think before I make my moves. Which is something I have a big problem with, because I like to just Rambo things. You know, just go in there and just get things done. But when you're doing a Pokemon battle, it's not always the best thing to do. Normally thinking about your moves helps you a little bit. So, I've been doing post-com a little bit for that reason, a little bit because I've been busy. So anyways, this is the battle. I just did it. And we're going to go ahead and get started here and jump in. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and lead off with Rotom here. I figured that was the most obvious lead, but it was the best lead because he had like 3 Pokemon that would die to a Hydro Pump. Blastoise would take about 50% damage from a Volt Switch. I'm running Toxic. I got Will-O-Wisp. I have Hydro Pump and Volt Switch on this thing. So I just go ahead and start off with a Hydro Pump to try to hit the Nidoqueen. But of course he switches out. Doesn't want to sacrifice Nidoqueen just to get some rocks up. I go ahead and get a Toxic off. I don't know if this is Magic Guard or if it is Regenerator. I'm assuming it's going to be Regenerator. I don't know. That was just my guess, is that it was going to be Regenerator. So I go for the Toxic just to see, and I find out it is Regenerator, of course, because it's taking damage. He's going to go ahead and, or I'm going to go ahead and switch out, because I know that he actually has Energy Ball. It would make sense, yeah. So there it is. He over-predicted me on the first turn and went with Shadow Ball, predicting me to switch. But I stayed in, because I like to play risky sometimes. And I got the Toxic off. So I went ahead and switched on the second turn, because I knew that Energy Ball was coming. Now, he's going to go ahead and switch here because he knows the knockoff is coming. It's just pretty obvious, I think, anyway. So there goes the knockoff. We're going to hit Nidoqueen pretty hard. We actually get a critical hit. So sorry for that. That's the way it goes sometimes, you know. But anyways, so I'm thinking about what to do here. I don't really want to switch. I could predict his Earth Power, but if he goes for something else and hurts Rotom really bad, I don't want to lose Rotom. So I just go ahead and Will-O-Wisp it. I know that it's a special attacker. I don't know what kind of physical moves it gets, but in case it had something for Florges or just some other some physical move, maybe I could, do that. I get some residual damage off each turn too. So I find out the Earth Power doesn't actually do that much, so I go ahead and stay in, knowing that I can take another one. And he just goes for the Stealth Rock here, which again makes sense. But I'm getting that chip damage off with the burn, which is really nice. Now, I was thinking about putting Toxic on Sableye, but I actually didn't put Toxic on it because of this Nidoqueen. I knew that he would want to switch into this, and I also wanted to try to fake out Volcarona. He didn't bring out Volcarona in this match, but he has Volcarona on his team, and I was hoping it would come. I ran Rock Tomb this week specifically so that I could bring in Sableye on one of his physical attackers and go for the Will-O-Wisp. He goes into Volcarona, and then I could go for the Rock Tomb and kill that thing without him even expecting it. So that would have been fun, but unfortunately that didn't happen. Anyways, I take out Nidoqueen there. In comes Blastoise, and I don't really know what I want to do here either. So I just go ahead and stay in. I go for that Recover. Trying to heal up some health. I figure I can take one Dark Pulse or Water Pulse or whatever Pulse. But he gets a crit, and that kills Sableye, unfortunately. But like I said, with the crit I got earlier, it's just the way it goes sometimes. Anyways, I go ahead and bring in Dragalge here. Now, I brought Dragalge to this match because I know that it can kill at least one poke on his team if he stays in and takes a Draco. So I just go for the Draco Meteor. And unfortunately, this Reuniclus is ridiculous. And it is extremely invested in special defense. A lot more than I was hoping it would be. And so it doesn't die from the Draco. I go for a second Draco, and it avoids the attack, goes for the Psyshock, and there goes Dragalge. I was kind of hoping, though, that if he stayed in and I missed the Draco, that the Toxic would kill it here. But unfortunately, it does not. So another unfortunate side effect there. But Anyways, I bring in Snuggles here. I figure I want to go ahead and get rid of the rocks because I know that Rotom is going to be integral to me winning this match. And I know that rocks cannot be on the field if I'm going to win. Because Rotom's just going to keep taking damage. I know that I need Rotom for like 3 Pokemon. Terrakion, Regirock, and Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen's dead, so I guess I don't need it for that. But you see what I'm saying here. I need Rotom, so I went for the Defog. And then I go for the Whirlwind, trying to get this thing out of here because I know it wants to set up its own Stealth Rock. So I go for the Whirlwind. He's got his rocks up again. I got my rocks up. That's nice at least. So I'm hoping I can bring in the Reniculus again. Don't get it. Instead, Blastoise comes in. But that's okay. That's okay because I know I can take 1 hit. I have Roost so I can recover. And I figure at this point I might as well just try to get some residual damage off with the rocks while I can. So I go for the Whirlwind again. Get that Blastoise out of there, hoping the Reniculus comes back. And there it comes. It is back. And it takes some Stealth Rock damage. And it's going to take some toxic damage. And now here, I'm thinking, I almost hope it stays in. But I also hope it switches out. That way I can heal up. He does switch out. And so I go for the Roost to heal myself. He brings in Hydreigon. And I don't know what I want to do here. I don't want to switch. I kind of want to see if he's Life Orb. I'm hoping he's Life Orb or he's Leftovers or something. He's not Leftovers because he would have healed up, well, right about here. But he's not Leftovers, and we don't see him lose any health from this Dragon Pulse. Dragon Pulse? Dark Pulse? So, I know that he's not Life Orb, and I'm thinking he's probably Scarf, but I'm not 100% sure. I bring in Blaziken here to try to, you know, fake my Scarf. What I should have done here is I should have gone for an Agility. I was running Agility. I was running a non-Scarfed Blaziken just to kind of mess with him. I go for the high jump kick, though, in case he wants to stay in and go for that Dark Pulse, in case he's not Scarfed, and hope to get some damage off. But we kill the Reniculus, which is alright, I guess. That's fine. Would have been preferable to go ahead and get the Agility off, though. That would have been extremely nice. But I didn't make that play, unfortunately. He brings in Hydreigon here again, and at this point I know he's Scarfed, but I have to stay in. I know that Blaziken has a small, extremely small chance to survive. And if he did, we would have killed this Hydreigon if we had hit our move. But we die, and Blaziken's dead. And at this point, the match is looking very sketchy for me. I have Rotom, I have Pinsir, and I have, you know, it might just be Rotom and Pinsir at this point, actually. So he switches into Blastoise. That's a safe move. I go for the Toxic because I know that's the only chance of me taking out another Pokemon. I need to hit a Toxic, and I just need to get damage off. Now, I considered going for Volt Switch here, but I can't do that because if I switch into Pinsir, then this match is not going to be as close as I could make it. And so I go ahead and go for the Hydro Pump. I miss the Hydro Pump. It wasn't going to do that much damage in all honesty. It doesn't change the outcome of the game, unfortunately. He goes for the Scald. That's just going to take out Rotom. And I'm going to bring in Pinsir here. And that's pretty much going to be the game, unfortunately, guys. You know, when I got to this point, I wanted to make it as much of a game as possible. We go ahead and bring in Pinsir here. We're going to go ahead and hit that return, try to knock this thing out. If he wants to play some shenanigans, he can go ahead and do that. I was kind of hoping he would play some shenanigans, that way I might be able to get more than 1 kill, but nah, he just plays it safe. He's going to let Blastoise go down here, give us that 3-0 loss that we deserve from this battle. And Terrakion's going to come in and kill us. Murder us! Terrakion's a killer with that Rock Slide. And that's going to end Pinsir. Unfortunately, guys, I could not pull off a championship, but this is my 3rd league, and I feel like this is the best performance I have had in a league, so I feel pretty good about the season as a whole. The NPA, I'll be back for that, hopefully, in Season 3. Hopefully there's a P4G Season 2. Hopefully I'll come back for that. And, you know, hopefully I just keep getting better. But I'm feeling okay about this match. Congratulations to John. His links will be down below in the description. Make sure to go check him out. He's a great battler. And I don't know if the final matchup has been announced yet, so I'm not going to say anything. But it's going to be amazing. So look forward to that, guys. Hope you enjoyed this season of the P4G. And I'll be back some other time with some other cool battles. Pokemon Sun and Moon is coming out soon. So anyways, guys, peace out, and I will see you later.